Hi you guys, welcome to Jackie and the Other Side of Beauty. If this is your first time here, I hope you do enjoy today's video, and if you're returning, it's always good to have you back. Today I wanted to share with you some of my favorites. Today I wanted to talk to you about some of the products that I have really been enjoying for the month of July, as well as currently, because I am still using my Shop My Stash products. So I just wanted to share with you some of my favorite products and tell you a little bit about them. So if you're interested in seeing this type of video, then please keep on watching. Okay, so in today's video, I think I want to talk to you about skincare first. So let's just jump right into these products that I have. So today I do want to first talk to you about these Shiseido facial cotton pads. I don't want to hear it for those of you that live near Marshall's or TJ Maxx telling me how cheap these pads are, because those stores are not close to me, and when I do go into one, I can't find anything. So those of you that love to go into TJ Maxx and Marshall's, oh, I get the Shiseido cotton pads, oh, I get this or that because it's so cheap, I don't want to hear it. So I picked these up during the Sephora sale, and I think I picked up maybe two or three of these packages. So I do like them. I find that they are very soft. The ones that I was using, they would just come apart on me. They would leave remnants of cotton on my face, and I just wanted something that would be a little bit more sturdier, and these are sturdy as well as so cushiony soft. So I do enjoy these, and I have to say that I probably will repurchase these, but probably at the next holiday savings event, I'll probably pick some more of these up. Now the next product that I want to talk to you about, and I'm sure I mentioned this in another video, but these are my favorites, so I'm going to talk to you about them again. The next product is the Tatcha, the Rice Wash, and this looks like so. Now I really enjoy this. I have to say that I am definitely a fan of the Tatcha products. And so this cleanser says that it is for normal to dry skin. It says that it is a pH natural cream cleanser of rice and hyaluronic acid. And it says it gently purifies while moisturizing. I said previously that I felt like this was an exfoliating cleanser because I can feel it on the skin, but I guess it's the rice that's in it. But it feels like it exfoliates the skin every time that I use it. So I do like that, and I find that I'm not reaching for a separate exfoliator because I feel like this is more or less a 2-in-1, and it's not a stripping cleanser. It's not harsh on your skin. So I probably have this one and a mini size one also. Right now I'm right to here. I can see it. So I have this in a mini size, but this, you guys, definitely will be a repurchase for me because I enjoy using this cleanser so much. And like I said, I think my skin just feels so smooth afterwards, and I feel like I am getting that little bit of exfoliation while I'm cleansing my face. Now this product here will more than likely be a repurchase for me, but this definitely would have to be a repurchase during the holiday savings event, during any of the Sephora sales, or you know, sometimes like Macy's has a sale on their beauty products, any of the department stores that carry this line. And the product that I am talking about is the Clarins Double Serum. It's a Treatment Complete Anti-Aging Serum. And this is what it looks like. And I just started using this not too long. Well, I've probably been using this for like a month. You can see where I am right here in it. I think it's very unique for a serum to have a pump. And usually I could just do one pump and, you know, pat my hands together and then pat it into the skin and then go ahead and rub it in. I like this. Now this is my kind of serum. Mainly because my face feels so hydrated after I use it. And I like a serum that gives my face a little glow afterwards. And this definitely does. I have a day serum that I'm using currently. And you notice it's not in my favorites. But when I put that on, it goes on really nicely, but it like dries instantaneously. And my face feels dry and it doesn't feel hydrated or moisturized. And this by Clarins is the complete opposite. I like this so much. After I work it into my skin, my face is just glowing. It's really glowing and it feels moisturized, feels hydrated. And I also have noticed that sometimes I won't even follow up with a moisturizer because this just does the job. So as far as this goes, this is very expensive. I think this bottle was probably like $90 for this serum. It is well worth it in my opinion, but it's very expensive. I definitely think, you hear me, I definitely think I will repurchase this, but this for sure would have to be something I would purchase on sale. Oh, and let me tell you, this is my last skincare item. I have the Ole Henriksen. This is their Glow OH Dark Spot Toner. And I have quite a few dark spot toners, but this one here, this is my second time purchasing this. And I just can't say enough about it. What I like about this is that I actually have seen the results from using this. Now, you guys remember when I was telling you I had patches on my eyelid and I was just having trouble with my eyes in general. I had a patch underneath here. I started using this, and remember I told you guys, if you know what these patches are, what these spots are, let me know down in the comments. None of y'all said a word. However, I started using this. So how I do my toner is I put it on one of my Shiseido squares, and then I just rub it into the skin. And when I'm done with it, I will take it across my eyelid and, you know, make sure I get close enough up underneath my eye. And I remember when I took it across my eyelid, it burned. This kind of stings sometimes here and there anyway. And I use this every night, but it kind of burns or stings here and there in different areas of the face. Not every single time, but periodically it does. But when I put this on my lid, it burned. I didn't say sting, it burned. But I kept using it and I kept swiping it across my lid towards the end of, you know, when the toner starts to get a little drier, I started swiping it across my lid, swiping it underneath my eye, and the spot on my eye vanished. You guys see, it was on this eyelid right here in this area, and you guys cannot even see a trace of it. And then I had that spot underneath, same kind of spot up here, gone. And once I saw the results, I had a little bottle like that. Once I saw the results, I went ahead and purchased this bigger size bottle, and I have been using it ever since. And I think they have one size bigger than this. I definitely will buy the full size bottle the next time. I am so blown away by this product, and I'm so pleased with it. So yes, this would definitely be a repurchase. And you know, I tell you guys all the time, I rarely see results from skincare, but this, I definitely saw the results from it. And like I said, I will definitely keep on purchasing this product. Okay, so I think all of these products are the last of the skincare. Let's get into a foundation that I have been loving. And you guys, this foundation is not new. I've used it before. I've had it in my shop, my stash before. But something about this time when I used it, I really took notice as I was blending it into my skin. I was like, dang, this is good. I really took notice of it. The product that I'm talking about is the Dior. This is the Backstage Face and Body Foundation, and I have the shade 5N. One day I tilted this foundation up like I must have thought I was putting on a serum or something. And I did this and the foundation was running down my face. And you know, I'm really light-handed with foundation with my products. And I was like, oh no. So I scooped it off this side and started putting it all over my face. And then I started blending it in. And I just remember thinking that this foundation is so skin-like. I mean, even though I had put a lot on, it didn't look heavy. It didn't look cakey. It didn't look like I just had a massive amount of product on my face. It looked skin-like. And this is the first time that I've ever had a foundation that I can actually say that this looks so skin-like. And I just liked the way it looked, and I kept reaching for it and reaching for it. I wore it just yesterday. I made myself choose something else, and that's the thing with my shop, my stash. When I found a product that I really, really loved, I still made myself make the rounds. I didn't keep using that same product over and over. I pulled 3 foundations, and I rotated them all about. But this one, this Dior Backstage Body Face and Body Foundation, this is the original formulation. Now they do have a new one. I think that's a hydrating formula. I haven't tried that one. I would be interested in trying it because y'all know I like a hydrating foundation. But this original, I am not mad at it. I mean, it just looks so nice on the skin. It wore well. And when I tell you that the temperatures here in Texas, 108, 109 degrees, and this foundation held up really well. None of the foundations that I've been wearing held up around my nose because my new glasses have those little nose pads, which I don't know if that was a good decision or not, but it always breaks apart right here. But this foundation is a winner. It's a winner, and I'm so tempted to pull it again in my next shop, my stash, which I'm not sure when that will be, but hopefully it'll be coming up soon. Probably will be just 2 weeks. But anyway, back to this. If you don't have your hands on it, try to find the original formulation. But if you can't find it, I still think maybe the newer formulation is probably still a good product. But this one, the original, it is a winner. It's a winner. So I enjoyed using that so much. Let's talk about a bronzer. I did have an opportunity to pick up this matte bronzer, and this is the matte version, and this shade is called Richer Golden, and it is a Skinfinish formula, I guess. I don't have still very many MAC products. When I did pick this up, I got a setting spray, and I got I think 3 lipsticks along with this bronzer. This is what Richer Golden looks like. And let's swatch it. This is what it looks like when I swatch it out. So it's a very pretty bronzer. The compact does come with a mirror. And the packaging is just really cute. It has this kind of raised up texture to it. And I'm just so pleased with this. Now I did make my rounds with my bronzers as well. So I thought I was just going to mainly focus in on this bronzer. But I did find that I was using another bronzer just as much as this one. So I can't wait to talk to you guys about the next product. But this is a nice bronzer within itself. Shows up very nicely on the skin. And I just enjoyed using it. I like a good bronzer. And I picked another shade out originally, and it was just the wrong shade. So I went back in person and looked at the shades that Ulta had. And then I ended up having to just order my shade online. So I do enjoy this highly, and I definitely would recommend it. Now, speaking of bronzers, I picked up, I'm telling you guys, it's so ironic to me how I have all these products and they just have never spoken to me. You know, I've just not reached for them. They just didn't, you know, I was just like, yeah, it's okay. But this month I really enjoyed them. And so this next product is one that I have not really been a fan of, but I keep trying it in hopes that I will become a fan of it. And I am now a fan. And this product is the Patrick Ta. And this is their Cream Contour and Powder Bronzer Duo. And this is the shade She's Chiseled. This is what the packaging looks like. Comes with a mirror. I am such a fan of this packaging, even though, you know, fingerprints show up on it, but I do like the packaging. And this is the bronzer duo. So right here we have our cream product that is protected by the little plastic shield. Here's the cream product right here. And then here is my powder bronzer. I use this powder bronzer like nobody's business. I just kept going back and forth between the MAC bronzer and this one. And I really enjoyed it. Today I went in with the cream contour as a bronzer today, and I bronzed my face using this product right here. And today was the first time that I've ever used the cream contour as a bronzer, and I really think it turned out really nicely. I didn't go in too heavily with it, and then I went ahead and set it with the powder bronzer. So yeah, I just have been trying it different ways, and I really do like it. So I never really have cared for this product that much, but using it this month, I really learned to love it. So I'm happy to have this. And again, this is in the shade She's Chiseled, and this is by Patrick Ta. I do have another blush, and this is by Rare Beauty, and this is in the shade Lucky. I did a YouTube short with this blush, and it's just such a pretty color. Now this shade is kind of scary. You look at this and you're like, whoa. I did too. But let me tell you, this is so easy to blend out. This is a dewy blush, and it's so easy to blend out. It's not, you know, I was a little scared when I was putting the dots on, but once I started blending it, I was like, oh, you know, it blends out effortlessly, and it doesn't have such a powerful punch. I mean, now you can get that punch, but it's not just a punch and you can't blend it out on the skin. And I always go in and kind of scrape it on the side of the container so it doesn't have, you know, just such so much pigment, you know, it just isn't that pow. And so this is what Lucky looks like, and I do my little dots, and then I take my sponge or my dual fiber brush and I blend it out. So this is what it looks like. It's such a pretty summer shade. I'm telling you, it looks great. And I like it because it's a dewy formula. And I think a dewy blush as opposed to a matte blush in the summer is so pretty. I've never really had a dewy blush before, but this one is great. And this is just how it looks when I blend it out. I do have my Sonia Kashuk sponge, but I mean, it just, you see how much that blended out. And you can continue to blend, or if, you know, this is where you want your color pigment, then you can leave it at that. But yeah, I like, you know, like I said, I like the dewiness on my cheeks because, again, all this humidity that we have here in Texas, this dewiness of the blush and everything just fits right in. I think dewy blushes are just perfect for the spring and the summer. So I'm happy to have this by Rare Beauty. And I think I have just a few more products to talk about. Let's talk about setting sprays. Now this is the MAC Fix Plus Stay Over setting spray. This is one of the free products that I received when I purchased the MAC bronzer. And it says it's a long-lasting setting spray. And when I tell you that I used this to death, this was the first month that I used it, and I hardly have any left. I use this up. I like it so much. I think I like, I spray it all over my face. I just like the way it melts my makeup. It takes away the powdered look, and how it helps to keep my makeup in place. I cannot say any setting sprays that I tried were long lasting enough to keep my makeup from the elements. The heat index, 110 heat index. I mean, these temperatures have been brutal. And so I can't say that I come back home looking the same way that I did when I left in the morning. I cannot say that, but I don't look bad. Now today's makeup has not been touched up. Only thing I did was pat out the concealer from where my glasses were. I patted that out and I put a little powder right there to, make it look decent. And that's what I did as far as when I fixed my eyebrow. That's all I did before I came on camera. I was just like, it's after 8 o'clock tonight. So I was just like, they just gonna get me like I am. So I'm like I said, I think these work as best as they can considering the high temperatures. But at the end of the day, it wasn't that bad. Was it 100%? Of course not. But I enjoyed this enough to definitely repurchase it again. And on that vein, I'm talking about also the Milani Make It Last setting spray. Same story. I enjoyed this setting spray so much. This is the one that I used today. I enjoyed this spray so much. I've heard such great things about it, but I never had purchased it before. And when I did purchase it, I really didn't use it that much. But this month, I used it quite a bit. And I really enjoyed this one as well. And I like this kind of special packaging that it comes in. But same story. I used it and it did the best that it could in the weather that we are having. So definitely will repurchase this one again as well. Now I want to tell you about a palette that I bought. Now you guys, this year I have not purchased nearly the amount of makeup products that I did last year. Not nearly. So I probably will not be Rouge, probably won't be VIB, I probably won't be anything because I just haven't bought makeup. Instead, I've been putting my money into my bathroom refresh. I bought a bedroom set. I'm getting ready to buy a mattress. I've just been doing things that are more substantial in terms of, at the end of the day, I can still enjoy, the things around me in my home as opposed to washing off the makeup and it was like it was never there. You know what I'm saying? So I am just enjoying my home and trying to, be comfortable in it. I am the type of person that when I move in and I set up, I leave it like that forever. I don't change it. I don't do anything to it. And I've been in this house for like 22 years. So that's why I'm saying I just did a bathroom refresh. Still have some things that I want to do in there. But, I'm starting to, just liven up my living space. So that's what I'm doing with my funds. Instead of buying all this makeup, I'm enjoying using the things that I have. And, I buy a few things here or there, but mainly I'm just using the products that I have. So I did make a purchase from Clarity Cosmetics because they had a palette that I wanted that I haven't used yet, so maybe it'll go in my next Shop My Stash. But I have been tearing this palette up, and this is the I Love Coffee palette by Clarity Cosmetics. It's a pressed pigment palette. This is what the packaging looks like. And I'm definitely going to use this palette for one of those latte looks that everyone's been creating. This is what the back looks like. And let me show you what it looks like on the inside. These are the shades right here. And I just like this palette, you guys. This has been my go-to. I'll use one of these two colors in the crease. I think it's this one. I'll use this one in the crease. And then I'll go in the outer corner with this shade right here. Sometimes I'll go with this shade right here. And on my lid, without fail, I use this shade right here, and I love it. Let me swatch it. Let me swatch it for you guys. That shade is called Iced Coffee. Oh, let me just tell you the names of these shadows. It says Menu of Delicious Flavors. And starting at the top going across, we have whipped cream, cream no sugar, and caramel cream frap. I know it's nighttime. Y'all can probably see the difference between, especially these two shades. But this is kind of like a, let me see if I can turn down my lights just a little bit, so you can see a little bit of the difference. See, this is kind of a cream shade, and this is more white. Now this next row has Iced Coffee. That's the shade I've been using like nobody's business. And we have Latte Love and Macchiato. That's this row right here. And the next row is Cappuccino, Espresso, Americano. This row right here. And this bottom row is Extra Hazelnut, Decaf Please, and I Like My Coffee Black. So let me swatch one of my favorite, this one right here. My favorite lid shade. It's just so pretty. And these shadows are super soft. I'm going to swatch this one right at the top. Isn't that just pretty? And I also think I went in with maybe macchiato or caramel cream. I don't think I went in with, well, maybe I don't know. But let's swatch caramel cream frap. And that's, whoa, that's this one right here. These, I mean, these shadows are so super soft, you guys. That's it right here. I mean, they swatch effortlessly. And then we'll go in with one of these mattes. Let's go in with I Like My Coffee Black. And you know it's a good palette when even your mattes are buttery soft. They're not dry feeling whatsoever. Let's put this one right next to this one. Right here, I Like My Coffee Black. And we'll swatch the one right next to it, which is Decaf Please. That's this one right here. Decaf Please. So nice. So this palette is the perfect palette for the latte look. And I have been enjoying this so much. I'm going to turn my lights back up now. Here we go. Yes, I have been loving this palette so much, and it, as you can see from the swatches, it swatches very nicely, and it's just been a palette that I have been reaching for quite a bit. I'm not gonna lie, but I have used my other palettes as well. Today's look is from my Milani palette. I told you guys this shade right here is a winner. And then I've been also I have this one out, haven't put it up. I used this one the other day, my Sunrise palette by Natasha Denona. So my palettes have been in rotation, but I have to say this I Love Coffee palette, I've been using this one. And oh, lastly, I have two more things to talk to you guys about, and I'm going to let you go. Okay, I went and cleaned my fingers off, but I did leave the swatches on. Okay, so the next product that I want to talk to you about is a product that I told you guys I wasn't really impressed with. You know, I had heard a lot of hype about the product, but I was like, yeah, it's okay. Y'all know that's what I do. And I'm going to stop doing that. I decided that I'm going to try a product, give you my first impressions, but I'm not going to say I like it or I don't like it until I probably get a chance to put it in my Shop My Stash and use it, so I really know truly how I feel about the product, because I change my mind about products all the time. And I want to give a first impression and then, you know, test it out, use it for like a month, and then be able to come back and say yes or no. Don't get that. So as I said, this was a product that I tried and I said it's all right. It's no big deal. But I had it in my Shop My Stash and I am a fan now. And this product that I'm talking about is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. I really like this. I had it, like I said, I used it for a month. It's now an empty. It's now an empty. I have used this all the way up. I just had to go get it out of my empties bag. But this, I really like. Now, this is in the shade dark brown. I don't know if they have a black brown. That's typically what I go for. That's what I have in my eyebrows today with my Roma London eye pencil. But I kept saying, well, maybe next time I'll get the black brown if they have it. But actually, I don't need to try to find a darker or deeper shade. This is actually the perfect shade. I'm just used to using a black brown pencil. But I like this a lot. I wasn't impressed initially because I like those skinny tips, those fine tips that you can really get those hair-like strokes. So the more I used this, I was like, this is doing the thing. This is getting the job done. So I was really enjoying using this brow pencil. And so I am now waiting. I was about to go repurchase it. And I really don't need to repurchase it. I have 50 million Huda Beauty brow pencils, because every time they had it on sale, I would get 3 or 4 of them. So I have plenty eyebrow pencils, but I'm waiting on the, what is it, the 21 Days of Beauty at Ulta, because they have this on sale every time. Now that I want it, they probably won't have it, but they usually have this on sale every single time. So I was going to go get it, and because I have a Sephora gift card, so I was like, I'm going to use my gift card and I'm going to get it. But I decided to wait for Ulta's 21 Days of Beauty, and I'll pick it up then. And yeah, I'm not mad at this. So who knew? Now, the last product that I want to talk to you guys about is a product that I just purchased and picked up Saturday. No, I picked it up Sunday. And you're probably saying, then how in the world do you have a product that you just picked up Sunday and today is Tuesday? How do you have that in your favorites? Well, let me tell you. This is a fragrance. And I went to Ulta and I, because they had it on the cover. This Valentino fragrance that I've been dying to get a whiff of. And so I just kept looking at it and looking at it. So I went to Ulta, squirted it on, and I was like, oh, I like this. I like this. And then they had another bottle next to it that looked, it was in front of a different setup. And so I sprayed that one on, and I was like, I like this one better than I like this fragrance. So I was asking a lady because I couldn't tell really which one was which. And she come to find out she couldn't either. She says, well, this one is the, well, hold on. I think this one is the, and so I was like, here we go. And so she took me to the front of the store, and then she tried to tell me which one was which. But this one was the one that I wanted. And I told her, I said, these smell very differently. So, because she would at first said, you know, she thought they were the same. I said, no. I said, this one smells very differently than this one smells. So we went to the front, and I was trying to determine which one it was. And so she said, well, this one is definitely this one. So this must be this one. I wasn't sure, but so I got online, and she told me what one of them was that she thought. And so I knew by the way this one smelled that it had to be the Intense formula. So I got online, made the purchase, went and picked it up. And like I said, this one was not a fan. But when I left Ulta, I went to the grocery store. You know how, you know, some fragrances you have to allow to dry down. Well, the more this one dried down, the one that I wasn't a fan of, well, I'm not going to say I wasn't a fan of, it was just I liked this one better. But the more this one dried down, the better it got. When I tell you the better it got, the better it got. So I went to the grocery store when I left Ulta, and I ran into my family there. So I was hugging my niece, and she was like, oh, she said, you smell good. I was like, thank you. And when I got home, and by this time, an hour must have passed, and I'm still smelling this one. I was like, oh, I like the way this smells. And when I went to smell this, I was like, whoa. I mean, it had changed that much. From me not being a fan of it to I was like, whoa. And so that's when I got online and ordered, and I hoped that it was the right one because it knocked my socks off. So with all of that said, you guys, this is the fragrance I'm talking about, the Valentino Born in Roma Intense. This is the box that it comes in. And this is the 1.7 ounce. And this is the bottle here. Y'all know I like an intense fragrance. I have the YSL Libre Intense, and now I have the Valentino Intense. Now, I have some fragrances I would say are just like my top ones, and now I have the Valentino Intense. So, this is up there with my top fragrances. This is right up there with the top ones. Like, this would be in my top 5. This smells so, so good. I am in love with this fragrance. I'm so happy I got it. And I didn't get it on sale. I couldn't get no code for the Sephora friends and family. So I searched like all weekend trying to get that code. Nobody, it was just a fail. But I got this on Ulta. They had, if you spend something, I think you got $10 off. And then I had some points, some Ulta points. Lynette, I finally saved up my Ulta points because I cash those points in every time. But I've been saving them, so I got $17 off, which was better than nothing for me. So I didn't pay full price, but I still paid some money. So I didn't feel horribly bad. I think by me using my points and having that $10 off, I fared better at Ulta than I would have at Sephora, just by a little bit, but I'll take it. So yes, I was able to pick up this fragrance, and like I said, I am in love with it. So that's it, you guys. I share with you my monthly favorites for the month of July and some of August. And I'm just happy with everything. Oh, let me tell you about one fail. The next product I want to talk to you about that was a fail was by House Labs. It was their blush in the shade Lavender Blonde, I believe it was. And I decided finally that I was going to return it. I was so disappointed with the blush because when I looked at it online, it's just gorgeous. The color was so beautiful. So it looked so pigmented, such a saturated blush it appeared to be. And actually when I got it home, it was just beautiful. Just beautiful in the pan. And I did do a YouTube short, and you know you only get a minute. So when I did it, I was trying to show you guys how many times I had to dip into the pan to get the color payoff. And I mean, like I said, I only had a minute, but I didn't want to really cut that part out in editing, but I did have to cut some of it because, you know, a minute goes by like that. But I just kept dipping in, dipping in, and dipping in. Now, I said that it does show up a little bit better in person than what you saw on the screen. But even with that, I had to dip and dip and dip into the pan just to get it to show up. So I did not think that that would be the experience with the blush. I thought that, you know, oh my gosh, this is just going to be beautiful. But like I said, I was so disappointed. And it took me a little bit to decide whether I was going to return it or not. So I finally decided to just go ahead and return it. I was going to pick up another one of her blushes because I've heard, you know, kind of mixed reviews. Some people like her blushes, some do not. But I was going to pick up the, I think it was the watermelon one. But after, you know, this one that I had didn't perform for me the way I expected it to, I just decided to just pass on the blushes altogether. So that was my one fail amongst all of these favorites right here. I had one nay and the rest of these were yays. So I just wanted to let you know about that blush in case you still had your eye on it, you're still thinking about picking it up. You might want to think twice. And like I said, I'll try to put that YouTube short in the card so you can see how it performed. Excuse me, so you can see how it performed for me. And with that said, that does complete this video, me talking to you about the favorites that I have enjoyed using. And like I always say, if you do have any of these products, please leave me a comment below. Let me know how you're enjoying them or if they just didn't work out for you. And with that said, you guys, I thank you so much for watching this evening's video. I hope you enjoyed going through my favorite products with me. And I don't even know how to close out the video. It's been so long. So I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye. And with that said, you guys, and with that said, I hope you guys did enjoy going through my favorites with me. And I will, no, I'm just going to close it out.